All right, guys. Oftentimes, athletes think to become a better athlete that they need to start working out. Oftentimes, we see them bench, squat, deadlift, right? They're moving in one plane the whole time. Big mistake, athletes. Do not only do that. Today, we're going to show you movements that are actually going to make you a better athlete, that are going to actually transition over to the field or the court.
Alright, so what we're going to show you guys first is a resistance band ice skater movement. This is a unilateral movement. He'll be jumping off his left foot to start. He'll be building some power, jumping out to his right. He'll have some resistance. When he lands, he'll be working on stabilization, and then he'll work on deceleration on the way back. So he's going to have some resistance moving to his right, assistance moving back closer to that band.
With this movement, it's important to understand deceleration. That's one of the biggest things in sports, right? How well can you slow yourself down and stay under control? A lot of sports isn't just one speed the whole time. Maybe there's some situations where it is, but how fast can you change speeds, right? How fast can you decelerate, get under control, and go somewhere else?
So I will be throwing a tennis ball to Ryan at each position he stops at, or one or the other, doesn't matter.
So it should look like this.
So a little bit of hand-eye coordination thrown in here too. Even guessing, making sure they're not cheating. Good.
And just make sure you're doing both sides equally. All right, we're gonna take you guys through a Palloff press to a step lunge, and a Palloff press to a jumping lunge. Now, it's important to note all of these Palloff press exercises are for anti-rotational movement. So it is your body working usually isometrically from the top half, holding a position while you're being forced another direction. So again, that's why this is good for sports and things of that nature. Regular Palloff press. Todd's gonna bring the band out, chest level, punch it out. Now, as you can see, he's being pulled. Can you feel that?
Oh, I can feel it without you doing that. This whole side.
He's being pulled towards the soccer net. So his objective is just to hold here and breathe through it. You can go ahead and relax. Okay, so we usually do that for time. We do that for 20 to 30 to 40 seconds, depending on where we are with an athlete. Now, to make this a little more dynamic, to get moving, we're gonna do the same exact thing as far as where we hold it, and we're gonna do a step lunge. So he's gonna walk out here, step, sink, back, and we're gonna alternate. Just like that. Now, another example of this same movement, if we're gonna do a step lunge, but we do it with the same leg the whole time, and I just wanna show you guys how this is different and how it's different on your core. So let's go to your left leg for 3 reps. Give me one more here. Good, now let's go to your right leg for 3 reps. This might feel a little different. You might not feel as comfortable, or you may feel more comfortable. Do you feel the difference in your body between your right leg and your
always.
left?
Yep.
Okay, good. So that's going to be the Palloff press to a step lunge. So we went easy, moderate, and this will be your most difficult one. With the easy one, you can hold it out further from your chest and it feel okay. As you get into the step lunge, you might want to bring it back a little, and then the jump lunge even a little more. The longer the lever, the harder the exercise is going to be. So we're going to start here, press it out, keep a little bit of elbow bend, and now we're going to start down in the bottom of a lunge position. So we're going to do a jumping lunge here, just like that. And again, make sure you guys do this facing both sides. I know you're alternating your lunges, but you need to alternate the side of your body that's going to carry most of the load in that movement. These are 3 great exercises for athletes in terms of building coordination, anti-rotation, rotational. Yeah, you know it.
Core.
All right, guys, this one is going to be a lateral jump. So as you can see, Todd's lined up laterally. The end position, he's going to end full frontal. So again, go ahead, walk it out. You're going to walk out until you feel tension on here. If you're too close, go ahead, come too close so we can show them. You're not going to have as much tension in here, so you're going to be shorting yourself. So walk it out till you get tension. You're going to get in a nice athletic position. Now, we do this with our athletes a lot, and they want to jump off of 1 foot. We are jumping off of 2 feet here. So he's going to jump off of 2 and land on 2. Good. Shuffle it back. Go ahead. Shuffle it back. Nice and easy. If you got to take a minute before you can get your next intense full force rep, take a minute. So coaches, this is not something that we tell our athletes to do
With speed.
10 to 15 reps of, not for cardio. Again, this is for power, rate of force production. and some coordination. If you want to get even more tricky, you can have them land on one foot, or you can have them catch a tennis ball, a basketball, a football
At the end of the jump.
at the end of the jump, whatever your field of play is. All right, guys, this exercise is going to be resistance band wood chops. Before we go into this, it's important to note that you can do this multiple ways, and you probably should do this multiple ways. Right now, we kind of have a middle anchor point, low to middle anchor point. Usually we'll do this 3 different ways, and that we would call one set. Do one set with a low anchor point, mid anchor point, and a high anchor point. So where you're pulling the band is just a little different. Anyways, this is for most of your obliques, so rotational movements. Your obliques are a very important muscle group when it comes to being an athlete and your stability and even your coordination at times. So Todd's going to take this, kind of looks like a baseball swing. He's going to start back, he's going to speed through, and then control on the way back. Speed through, control on the way back. Good, and you can have a little bit of elbow bend if you feel any tension in your elbows. Okay. And the reason we control on the way back is this is, so go ahead and bring it out here real quick for me. This is going to be an eccentric motion for your oblique, so it's going to cause a little bit more damage. You should really feel it on the way back. So we're having an explosive movement on the way out and then controlled on the way back.